name is Catalina, and this is our Vampire the Masquerade stream, Season 2, titled The Tower, A City in Peril, Episode 16. We're getting somewhere. All right. Yeah, somewhere.
Maybe where we're going.
Anyways, as per usual, I would like to introduce my players as well as their characters.
Hi, I'm Marianne. Play Siobhan York. No. Price! God damn it! Still hard. Toyado, 10th generation. Yeah, that's me.
Hi. Hi, I'm Taya. I'm playing Christopher Masters, formerly Falcone. He's a Ventrue of the 10th generation, and he might be unliving on borrowed time. We'll see.
Hello, my name is Örjan, and I'm playing Sean Dinson. At this point, he's probably the last Gangrel living in the city of Boston.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The only living Gangrel in
10th
Boston.
generation.
Yeah, could be a song, pop song. By who? By who?
By the Who.
The Beastie
The Who?
By the Who?
Simon Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel or Beastie Boys? I don't know. Could go either which way.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Well, last time we left our dear, sweet, lovely characters as they were heading in to the bookstore to have a rendezvous with the crow. We're going to go directly into the scene as they enter the bookstore.
Chris is going to make sure that he enters last.
Shiv's already inside.
Yeah.
And Sean is following Shiv. It seems like the smart thing to do.
I did describe the bookstore last time that Shiv was here. But I'm just going to give a quick brief again. It's very like brown. It's got a lot of texture of the books and stuff, creatures, like the Chesterfield chairs and the Persian rugs. It's quite like Cthulhu-esque actually in its aesthetic. The light is very dim. Then there is it's the spinal staircase upwards, very like the ninth gate feel to it. And he greets you all, and he says, "Please follow me."
Of course.
And as last time when Shiv was here, he takes you all three downstairs to this more cavernous living quarters, which has a very lavish interior, like with the Chesterfields, with a beautiful table, with the rugs and bookshelves and some paintings. But it has a cavernous feel to it, obviously, and you have the archways, several different ones of them. There's a fireplace, but there's no fire in it, and there's a heavy chandelier hanging from the ceiling that's lighting primarily the primary light source of the room. You see Hashimoto already sits there. And behind him, Sakura. As I described to Siobhan, she stands there with some version of a Chinese or Japanese. The hair is put up with these pins in it. She's wearing a veil that's semi-sheer, very difficult to see her face, and it's also beaded. She's wearing a dark kimono and something looks like a dark bodysuit, gloves, and her eyes are milky like she's blind. She's got an airy beauty to her. She stands very like respectful and somber beside Hashimoto.
I'll greet both of them very politely.
Greetings, Govs. Ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hashimoto gets up and he bows. He's wearing a dark suit with some red crimson patterns in it and a black shirt.
Well, I think most of you have already met each other. But this is Christopher Masters. This is Sean Dinson. This is maybe...
I am the crew. And I'm sure you already know the Primogen.
Of course.
And this is Sakura Crow, the spider.
Pleasure to
She
meet you.
bows. You hear the faint sound of the jewels like, brushing against her cloth, her clothing.
And Sean almost humming Spider-Man, Spider-Man. No.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Nah.
Not ham.
Just checking.
If you want to sit, please do so. If you prefer to stand, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. He stands beside someone who sits, legs crossed.
I'll be standing. Chris is coming like a little behind Shiv, then to her left.
Yeah, and I'm behind Shiv to her
there
right.
You said there was just a...
Several, yeah, like a 2-seater, 3-seater, and several chairs.
I'll take one of them that's, not directly from him, but politely enough and comfortable enough. Yeah.
Then I'm standing behind her, leaning on the back of the Chesterfield. On her right.
Seems like we have a few things to discuss this evening. Even with what happened earlier. Are you all okay?
The crow not really takes a step forward, but he clearly is giving you like I'm going to speak, kind of emoting with his body. What happened last night will have great effect for the city. My feelings about the prince's decision, well, they are complicated. But I have to leave that aside for now. We both feel it's now even more urgent to protect Sakura. So, the ball is in every way in your court. All three of you. Even more now so than before.
It is funny how we, after tonight, that we are 5 clans represented here, together, talking about something that we definitely should not be discussing.
We are hoping that maybe for the future, because that you are the new generation, that situations like these shouldn't happen in secrecy. That with the new generation we can be more forthcoming. I see hope even in these dark days. You are not old creatures stuck in your way. You want to find your way in the world just as our fledgling needs to.
If we were to... Well, we are both here, well, we are all here, to come to some sort of agreement. I am guessing that whatever terms that we will come to, that you will have thought about this a long time.
Well, your creation was not a part of our plan, as I said before, Miss Price. It threw the monkey wrench in the works. We had a different plan that now is of no importance.
You don't see tonight's events complicating this or making it easier for you to choose another route?
There will always be complications. We are confident that uniting with you three is the best way forward for Sakura and us.
Unity would be the best way forward for everyone.
It's true.
Indeed, I agree.
And it appears to me that whoever put this plan against the city, this hidden force that caused the death of Miss Masters, Mr. Thompson, and Mr. Price, harmed your interests, personal interests, as well as harming the society as a whole.
You did.
This is things that happens when there's no order. I agree with you that this is a new times, new nights, and a new world as well. Well, all but young compared to that which lies on the other side of the ocean. But whatever happens further, there must be some semblance of order, of unity, of stability. It benefits everyone.
And I can speak for all of us, again, the Crow's Feast. That is most definitely what we want. We want safety. We want no war, no civil war. And we are ready to give whatever you deem is necessary, what price you ask of us.
I look towards Siobhan. Let her take. It's a lot of signaling that she must take the first.
For my part, you already know what I want. It's what you offered.
And I can deliver on that.
But, and speaking about the terms of this, there is some things that concern me, concern us. And this is where I hope that you, and I look at Akito? No.
Hashimoto.
Yes, him. Sorry. Would be able to assist or help us with. Because there is one thing, I think, to introduce Sakura. I think maybe the reopening of the Velvet Rope, where invitations to other cities have gone as well, might be the perfect opportunity to blend her into, the events happening. That would be a good start.
Oh, that's even a better solution than one we were thinking of.
But in what way? Is the best. I know nothing about her, and I look to her. I know nothing about you. Either you could be part as the guest list, or you could be part of the performance. That is up to you and your skills. What would be preferred?
She looks like she's about to speak, and then you see Hashimoto puts his finger up, almost like. She is trained in several different musical instruments and also classical dance.
Well, you may not have gotten... Have they gotten their invitations yet?
Well, they should get it this night.
Yeah. You might not have gotten your invitations yet, but it is to be a mask. So, whatever she would be comfortable with, we could make it happen. On terms of the long-term plan and solution, I think this is a start. I don't know necessarily the details of where it should take us. And I have a small creature staying at my place by the name of Trixie.
Oh.
So my house is full at the moment.
Right. For us, it would be very reassuring if she could be in your care. It would be more natural.
I could perhaps put her up in my old place once it's renovated.
What we need is more or less that you show interest and back her clan.
I will do what is necessary to do that, and I think we can manage that after the opening of the velvet rope and introduce her in that way, attaching her more to the velvet rope. And of course me. And maybe we can have a old connection with Aiden. I unfortunately didn't know him long enough.
There are ways. You see the crow points to Hashimoto. That we can bend some reality to help us. To hide her better.
I mean, my biggest concern, and I'm sure that's also yours, is if anyone wants to test this truth.
What we are laying all our eggs in one basket of is that there should be no reason to.
Of course, that would be the best for all of us.
And we're hoping the ruse will not. Well, it's not to last forever. We just need to get through some period of time.
The way in with the velvet rope seems to me as a good idea, and would provide her a reason for wanting to stay in the city as well, and a reason for Siobhan to back her if she would be associated with it as a performer.
Yeah, and would be associated with her through Eden, because that is a link that no one can check up on.
But it would be important that to make sure that she has a credible, shall we say, legend. Her origin, her past.
That's our responsibility. And we have been working on that for quite some time.
Good to hear. Because if those 2 points come align and comes off with a hitch, it should provide ample reason why not anyone would feel the need to do any investigation into her past. She has a valid reason for wanting to stay in the city and wanted to be stayed by Miss Price, and she has a believable background. She will be disinterested in the political affairs of the city and more, shall we say, preoccupied with her art and her performance. All this should make her a non-entity in the eyes of those most prone to most political scheming.
That is also what we are hoping and why we wanted her to be passed off as a Tordor.
Smart.
It seems the most logical path.
Well, the illusion, I think, will be the one of the hardest ones, especially with the. I've heard of some of the Toreador's clan's strengths.
She has gifts.
Truth.
Well, again, this is where Hashimoto's gifts come into play.
Oh.
And he is gifted in different ways than anybody else in the city.
I've heard of that area.
We are very reassured that what he has planned for this will most definitely hide her from prying powerful eyes.
And also we might be able to exploit the turmoil of the city now to draw people's eyes away and fall upon others.
On the other hand, there is an external foe which has yet revealed itself. People might be on their toes about newcomers coming into the city.
True.
This is also true.
But then again, also, Prince's more than rash decision has opened precedents for granting, what should we say,
It wouldn't be
hospitality
unnatural.
to those
This is
coming from
true.
out. It would be
And there
hard
are
pressed
the
for him
law.
to complain about it, about the Tory door, allowing one of theirs to stay in the city when he has brought in 2 external ones, especially if he would like to continued support of the Tory door clan.
It's also the rule of hospitality regardless.
Of course it is.
Yes. But it's
He
more.
is a prince that says he rules by them, well then he should abide by them.
Abiding by one thing, but not investigating the person is what we're after as well.
We are hoping that what we are doing will hide her from prying out.
You said not forever, of course.
No, not of course.
Are you
Well,
hoping
of
to
course,
carry
not
favor
ever.
to be able to openly claim her, or do you plan on moving her on when the time is right to use this as sort of a building of her legacy to pass her off legally in other cities as well?
It really depends how this city changes itself, or
Of course.
if she can stay, or when time is ready for her to spread her wings, she might find a different haven. Our most concern is to protect her as a newborn, so to speak, until she's strong and ready.
And when did you join forces and tie these bonds?
It wasn't many nights before your creation.
Oh,
As I said, we didn't plan on you three.
No one did. Not even our sires. Not in this
It's true.
fashion.
You certainly have changed the city and the events that came before and after.
I hope that whatever lies ahead is better than what we're seeing right now.
Well, you brought up a good point, you three. There are now members of 5 different clans trying to find a common ground and work together.
Not many lacking from being able to unite all the houses.
Maybe more than just this endeavor.
It would lay the groundwork for a more stable and secure future.
And that I can reassure you is something we want.
Unless, of course, this unravels in a less fortunate way.
And that's sort of why we also wanted you to involved. So all of that responsibility of this secret doesn't fall on just one person.
Of course.
You all three are quite politically positioned. It helps. Very much so.
And also,
I'll do my part. I just want a tiny little favor in return.
Of course.
I think that will gain all of us. I have been talking to a lot of people about this hidden external threat. And one link
Mystery.
is a character named Mr. E. Who was
You
holding...
want to
He was arranging the
exhibition.
exhibition. I
Do you
really
know
want
of
to know
him?
who this person is.
Whatever I can find and dig up through my little web, I will sure to deliver.
That is my price.
very agreeable, Miss Dinson.
I am hesitant in one way to speak out of what I would like to ask for, because it might cut a bit too close to home for comfort. It is connected to this hidden enemy, and more directly linked to the attack on Miss Price and Dean after the night and on the night of the exhibition. Miss Masters. And one of the cat paws in that play was a Russian mobster by Dmitry Vasilin. He escaped the outfall of the second ambush, to put it like that, by the hunters, and disappeared. I know he is alive, and I know he is no longer human, and he's not one of us. He is something else.
You want to know his whereabouts and the nature of what he is?
Those two things, yes, but also how he escaped. And that brings me to what I meant about cutting a bit too close. The only route out of there that I could possibly see for anyone to slip away unnoticed came with a writing on it. A manhole cover.
He stares at you, worried. Say the word, man.
The Dark Throne.
Almost like he, not cringes, but pains him.
Like I said, cutting close to home. I felt it important to be honest about that, not only because of what I would like to know, but also if you start poking around looking for this Dimitri and his nature, you should be aware of the potential complications of doing so.
I do appreciate you being so honest, and yes, that does very much complicate it. But there are ways.
Can I do a read on him?
Yep.
Can you all?
Yep.
4?
Oh.
Nah, just one success. He's too focused on what he's going to say and paying too little attention on... He's spending all the time choosing his words.
3 successes.
Sean, you see concern. And you see very clearly he's thinking.
Yeah.
Siobhan, you see that there is... He feels... He looks troubled. It is complicated, but it is doable. Complicated thing very much, but it's doable.
Can I ask a question? And please, you do not need to answer if I'm overstepping. How are the ties within your clan? Are you aligned? Are you...
By lineage?
Not
blood?
necessarily. No. By opinion. By a political stand.
Huh. Interesting question. Yes and no. That is not the answer you wanted.
It's a answer. And if it's all you will give me, then that will suffice.
We are what we are. The nature of the things we are. I think that is the similarity between us. As you know with your kin. the ones that carry your clan's blood. You will find similarity between you, but that you are the same gem. Some are pearls, some are diamonds, some are just crystals. You will find the same in my clan. Yes, there are many great similarities. But I think with age and position, we do not always see eye to eye. I don't know if that's the answer you were looking for.
It probably wasn't the question you were looking for either. So,
Is it true? Interesting. True.
but
I
I
do not
appreciate
wanna-
your candidness.
Well, I do not want to talk in riddles. That doesn't benefit the situation. But it's hard to speak of us as individuals and as a clan to other that's not a part of the clan. It's
Of course.
peculiar.
As is with all families.
Let's say that we do not all love each other,
As with all families.
as with all families. So, Miss Price. And by all means, Mr. Masters and Mr. Deanson. Are we moving ahead?
For my part, yes.
Yes, I believe we do.
Yeah.
We are in agreement.
I look at to Sakura. Is this something you want?
You hear almost like a whispering voice. And I was supposed to whisper in the microphone. Yes, Miss Price. With a clear Asian accent.
Hmm. Is she looking at Akito? Jesus, what is his name? Akito?
Hashimoto.
Yeah, but
Akira
his first
Hashimoto.
noun.
Yeah, Akiro Hashimoto.
Kiro? Okay.
I think
I've
that's
been
fine.
writing down his name all wrong.
Let's have a look. So I don't pronounce it wrong.
What's your Aiko?
IQ.
Hmm.
Hashimoto. IQ.
When we're talking about this, and when she's answering, is he like, because he was kind of shushing her without shushing her
No.
before?
No, he's like nodding.
And you?
You have to remember, she has blind eyes, so it's very difficult to see where she's looking at.
No, I'm actually was looking at him.
Yeah, no, he seems pleased.
But he's not saying anything, is he?
Not much. It's the crow that's, and you know he speaks perfect English. It's not
Yeah.
that. It's just letting the crow do the talking.
And I'm guessing you, Mr. Hashimoto, is also in agreement.
Very much so, Miss Price. Very appreciative.
This is just me, but thinking of me. But I think for this to be executed well on Sunday, I would like for her to stay with me one night before.
Granted. That means the prince needs information.
Of our guest.
Do you wish to send a letter, or do you want us to make it in her name?
I think it would maybe be best if it was in her name. I'll introduce her on Sunday to the rest.
She must make an appearance to the prince.
Yes. Of course. silly of me, but some customs are still new to me.
You'll get the hang of it. There we go. The crow says.
I look to Chris, trying to just read him a little bit.
One of your wits insights?
Oh, you want me to roll?
Yeah, if you would. I mean, if you.
I was just trying to. 3?
What? He's not actively trying to hide anything.
No,
So
I'm
what
just
you would-
trying
what
to
would-
get her engaged.
Yeah, no, he's. You can see he's thinking. He's.
Because they were kind of also banking on him being there, because like,
Yeah,
son,
yeah, exactly. They're talking about introductions and all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that. I don't know.
He's thinking. Well, Miss Price and I are friends. It would not be. It would not seem strange if I were to mediate the desire for an introduction with the prince.
Excellent. We were hoping for such a response.
I
It
mean,
would
I
be.
am.
It would make sense that Shiv would turn to me to, what shall I say, break the ice in that manner. I don't think anyone would deem that suspicious at all.
I mean, you might even say that I forgot the customs, but you knew I was having new performers.
Whatever you think best there, sure. And would you like that introduction to be? You said you wanted to talk to her the day before.
That might be fitting.
Or do you want it to be arranged before that?
I mean,
before she
it's
even
only-
arrives
it's
in the
tomorrow.
city, to put it like arrives in the
It
city.
is. It is tomorrow, after all.
Well, I'm meeting, hopefully, with my grandsire this evening. I could open the meeting with that.
And then we can arrange for it to happen tomorrow.
Yes, I can say that my friend and my friend and fellow young, my friend Siobhan would like to ask the favor of introducing. Would you say what a performer? That was your plan.
If you would be comfortable performing, of course. I'm not going to force you. If you want to be just as any other guest, that is entirely up to you. But I think if you had attachments to the velvet rope and not just me personally, that might be more convincing. And again, I'm looking straight at her.
She's almost like she's looking around a bit nervous. Whatever you deem, Miss Price.
It would make sense as well with a performer that you would like to, that this would like to introduce herself to the prince as a clans friend of yours, have been asked to perform on the opening of your reopening of the velvet rope. It makes sense. It's logical.
After all, we're having a reopening.
Yes.
Like the question, I do like this. This is the best way.
Hopefully the invitations will have arrived before I get there as well, so the timing seems suitable. Well, I will do that. I will take it up with him first thing when I meet him. I will ask the favor of being introduced, of Siobhan asking for a clansman of her from out of town to be introduced, and ask for hospitality. Ask for hospitality here in Boston.
Brilliant.
It seems the best way.
Hashimoto also. This is the best way.
This is the way.
Again, the crow says, are we in agreement now?
I'll get up and I'll give him my hand.
He takes it and he nods.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
As one, you stand united on this. As one falls, all falls.
We are in the position of getting what you want this night. The rest, no, I cannot get that. That I will give as soon as I have it.
I would have
course.
expected you to already have it. It would be.
This also giving everybody incentive that we give a little before we give a lot.
Always a smart way of doing business. Tit for tat.
Of course, it's it will
Quid
also show that
pro
we are
quo.
not playing. We are very, very serious about this.
Well, you all should be. The price of failure is not.
Well, we are not thinking failure. We are only concerned with success.
Success was the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Huzzah!
If we had a drink now, that would be
Huzzah.
yeah.
Well, I do feel a little bit peckish.
Well, you might quench that thirst. Yes. Do you remember, Miss Price, to get what you want? I already told you.
Oh, I
It
have
will be
not
asked
forgotten.
something from you as well. I will get the Queen and Bones and her little family out of her den. This is already sort of set in motion. I was hopeful, you see. Hashimoto has made preparations so that there will be no trace of you ever being there.
Does he also speak to crocodiles?
Ah, that's the problem though. There's one thing you three, or you, her reptilian child, is the only thing we cannot remove from the equation, which you have to deal with.
It's not quite what I expected.
She will never know. She is not there. Her little family of vagabonds will not be there.
I might
No
have
trace.
an idea, Siobhan. We can talk about it. Afterwards.
Marisa opened. And
But this is it. It needs to be done now. This night.
this moment or this
Now
night?
let's assess. You have but a few hours.
Right.
Right. That means I leave now to get something that can take care of a...
But we will leave the room. We will leave the room for you. So you may speak freely.
I just nodded at him.
Hashimoto, he bows very respectfully.
Bow back.
You see
A little deeper than he bowed.
Yeah. Sakura walks over with her hands. She has a very feminine, erotic way of moving, but it's not vulgar. It's just very elegant and
Perfect.
pleasant to look at. And she goes over to all three of you and she bows down. She takes your hand and she bows down and puts it to her chest. And there's something, it's like creepy. It's like being close to something really. It's like, and then it's like, oh, you want to lean in, but you don't know what you're going to look at. It's like a Pandora's box woman.
I mean,
And then you, Siobhan, you actually, it's like, you see how she can pass for Toro.
Yeah.
Because she has this, even though you don't know what's happening underneath there, the rest of her is so enticing. There's probably a reason why she's wearing a complete bodysuit. But the rest of her is so deliciously appealing. You all three feel it. You say, "Get, whoa."
Yeah.
There's some power there.
and as she is like, if she's mid bow or something, I will take her hand. I will take my hand on top of her hands, and I will kind of like guide her up, and I will say, "Looking forward to getting to know you."
You own
Then
me,
I let go.
he says. And she glides out with them. And you were left there.
Right now, I think I'm just pacing in front of the non-lit fireplace.
Yeah, because you can't really have it like, it's like, air.
Yeah.
So we're
just a
going
little,
down
like-
there to nick the thing. In front
What
of the
you
crocodile.
guys do? This is what you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's another heist.
It's the crocodile heist.
Yeah.
Well,
Crocodile heist of 96.
back when I was still eating my breakfast cereals every morning, I used to love watching animal documentaries. You know, it's a fun time to pass away. Well,
Do you speak crocodile?
no, but I seem to remember that their bite force is tremendous coming down, but not that strong going up.
Well,
Think
I
that you
do.
could
I
do something.
speak rat. Maybe
So
crocodile
Sean
is
is
same
bait,
dialect.
is what you're saying?
You can talk to animals. Do you think you can talk to crocodile? Yeah, what about bait? I was thinking more about that. I might know someone who could procure some amount of animal tranquilizer.
I
mean-
think if you're going to do that, you need more than for an elephant.
Yeah, I guess so.
Probably. I have no idea the dosage of this, particularly not of gold animals, but
Exactly.
I mean, it is probably easy enough to get it in contrast. One does know people who do deal with horses, and plus, who do you think the people that sew up my kind of my kind of profession has has access to medical grade stuff? But if Sean can talk to an animal, that's might be.
It's an option. Another option is shooting it several times in the head.
It's also an option.
It's an option to kill it, but there's also the one thing she
So
might
instead
piss
of
off.
giving her a child, we're taking away the only...
Exactly.
Girl.
One thing she might be willing to
Baby
lose
girl, yeah.
is her little leverage that she's keeping for Aiden. She has no personal attachment to that, but if you kill her baby,
The
Girl.
problem is she might talk to the crocodile as well.
Yes, that's one of my concerns as well.
What did her add? to the
He did
photo?
say that they wouldn't know that we had been there.
That would be erased.
And it would be stupid of them if they didn't hold
Yeah.
to that deal before we
would.
even got started with
It's
the
nice
other
to
one.
have a tremere.
So, some chicken stuffed full with heroin then.
Oh, God.
no, I'm talking about real animal tranquilizers.
Yeah,
It's
that
what
can work as
use-
well.
It's what they generally use on you for operations. I mean, it's what he gave me when I got bitten by the dog.
Because I'm not necessarily the best muscle we have, I
What do you mean?
like that.
You're
But you might be the fastest, most nimble
I'm
person
going
here.
to stop there.
The thing is like maybe, this is just the GM inserting something that probably if I was Siobhan I would do is describe like it's kind of the big open space is a battleground. You have a lot of space.
Yeah.
The first thing is certainly chicken's good. We definitely want to get it out of the water. That's like priority one. You don't want to go swimming in after it.
And you don't want to ram your thumb up its butt. Don't
that part.
tickle the crocodile.
So what we have to do is we first have to fly to Australia, kidnap Steve Irwin,
Yes.
and get back here.
Still alive. No, but anyways,
No, but yeah,
Yes.
but definitely we need something to preferably nuzzle it. Like when it's has its jaw shut, you want to tape it shut. You won't be able to open it again.
Duct tape.
A belt,
Yeah, belt, leather belt, or something like that. Preferably some
chains.
hard to make them stick.
True.
They do make like
I mean, we need
specialized
to...
equipment for this, but I don't
Strips?
think they have it here. Yeah, strong, big enough. big enough, but they have to be wider. I'm guessing this is bigger than your normal. I seem to remember this bigger than your normal
Yes.
alligator. It was an actual crocodile.
Goddamn crocodile.
Yeah, but I've got pretty big strips in there.
We're talking about
brush.
American crocodile or like Nile crocodile or saltwater crocodile.
Salt water.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know.
I've got strips long enough to strip the two of you together.
Great.
How are you gonna get it on?
Sean just volunteered to put the strip on. That you all
He
heard him
did.
say that.
Yes, we did.
That's done.
So I need a strip and a 10-foot
And
pole.
you shoot it up with the trunks,
You run around
And
and
I'll-
treat it like a chicken.
and I'll steal it.
We're heroin up your butt.
No.
I mean, I don't like this plan, but I do like it.
What, him painted as a chicken with heroin up his butt?
Yeah.
Not trying to kill it and just trying to,
Yeah.
trank the shit out of it. Yeah.
Trank
You're
it,
not too
strip
far
it.
off. I mean,
She might be, because if shit hits the fan, she might be upset that it was stolen, but she would be more upset if it dies.
Yeah.
it's either that or dressing Sean up as some crocodile and have him seduce her.
Do I know the?
Okay, I'm-
no, I don't. I
I'm
don't have
this
animal
good-looking,
skills like that.
But I'm not crocodile good looking.
I was like, is it a girl? Well, she called it a baby girl, so it's
But she
female.
said like baby
so-
boy. She wasn't sure.
Oh,
She was like,
okay.
"Yeah."
I
Okay,
don't
but-
know
yeah, but,
enough about
yeah.
crocodile anatomy, so
Who knows?
So yeah,
It's a thing.
Dustle it down and get it to.
anyone available to now? Ish? Soon-ish?
Yeah. No, I don't have
And the
any
room
plans.
goes silent? Then I think
Only plan I
we
had
should
was
get our gear.
stoking out the Middle East to see who Angela is dating.
You can do that another time.
Yeah.
Right?
I hope so. Unless
I'll-
he's
I'll-
stalking
I'll
serial
owe you one.
killer, torso murderer, then of course.
She has more bones in her nose than you do, so I doubt she will go for,
yeah.
anything less than what she deserves.
I hope so. I'm still going to poke my nose in it.
For
Of
sure.
course you are.
So,
But off then and get some strips and then
Trank.
drank and drunk.
Meat?
And
all right.
Talk with her. With
Is
the
it trank that
resident
you
mafia
shoot or
doctor.
trank that he needs to digest? I hope it's shoot up.
That just shoot. Well, they need a tranquilizer gun to shoot it. I don't have that.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a quick break because it's natural for the last scene, before the last scene. In the meanwhile, in the break, you can think about it because we're not gonna play you going around gathering all your stuff.
No.
No.
We're just gonna
No.
Oh.
no.
But I want to do one thing before we go out.
Yeah, you can. But think
Okay,
about
good.
that before. Now we're just on a quick break. Stretch your legs, do what you need. Hi, and welcome back from the break. My 3 players and their characters are trying to figure out how to subdue a gold crocodile. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you guys bringing? Because I ain't wasting time. We're going.
Sean is bringing his Kalashnikov, strips of the big and long and strong type, and his level 2 animalism discipline, Feral Whispers.
Yeah, and he's hungry, so this is going to be fun.
Yes.
Chris.
Yep.
Chris really hasn't much to offer other than swinging by his contact and getting as much of an animal tranquilizer as he can get, and also probably then swinging by some butcher shop he knows and get some chickens for them to potentially lace and feed it to or distract with. Other than that, best wishes and thumbs up is what I'll be contributing with.
She might have some, I don't know, knuckle stuff, but that's it. She is not a arsenal type of person, and she doesn't have any awesome skills, so she's bringing her dexterity and
Cool.
yeah,
And
You're
her
going
close
to own me for
combat
this.
actions.
and if we can also, likewise, if you can also get me a second, like a couple of those for the intensive strips around the nozzle, like more than one ready.
Yeah,
So
of
we can
course.
each have one, because we might need.
It's just to make up a small bunch of strips. That's just to put around the snout and drag. And of course, you have the claws on the feet, but will probably not kill you.
I'll have a knife as well.
Before you guys eat, Hashimoto pricks your fingers and like you have to give like a little drop of blood to him.
Oh, of course we do. What can he use that for other than this? So many things.
Probably.
Most likely.
He asks very respectfully if he may have just a drop.
One drop.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
I make sure that he pricks mine a little away from Sean, since Sean has been going on about how hungry he is.
Yeah, hungry now.
Oh, I could really use some hamburgers right now.
All right.
I like the irony that Sean is hungry and is about to become crocodile food.
Beautiful. I'm going to fast forward you as you stand outside the tunnel where I described Shiv entered and when she followed Trixie.
Oh, now the last meters you've seen, Sean's eyes have changed. Now they're glowing quite bright red.
That's a nice trick. Ladies first.
Oh!
Beauty before age.
Well, Chris it is then.
So
Are you saying
bait
I'm old
first,
or that I'm
you said.
beautiful? Okay.
Saying you're crocodile bait. Go.
No, actually, I'm the one that can be. I'm actually thinking that I can actually remain fairly undetected as long as I do not move. So if you can draw it towards where I'm, towards a prearranged place, I might be an element of surprise.
I'm gonna push you forward to the last tunnel entrance to the big dirty dark black lake thing with the tubes coming down with the water spilling down and the big cobblestone open area with hobo huts and the makeshift stage and the throne. It's now empty. It's very dimly lit. I would like you to do a stealth.
No, I'm actually not doing a stealth. I'm going to ask baby girl if she's there.
Oh, but
Then we'll wait outside in the hall.
Because, well, she's not a normal animal, but she's there. We know she's there.
well, the water is still.
Yeah. How much of this place is water and how much of this is
1/3 is water.
1/3 is water. So yeah.
It's big, 10 by 20.
10 by 20. That's quite big.
The water, only the water.
Only the water, yeah. So 200 square meters of water. That's big.
Baby needs space.
Yeah, of course.
She's a big baby girl. Mm-mm.
But that means we can have a few meters away from the water. Yeah, I think then stealth will be good. Yeah. Then we don't need to talk with her until it's necessary.
I just want you to do a description to me. What exactly you are intending to do in there? Because I have an option how I want to run this scene.
Is it me you're talking to or Marianne?
I don't possess skills to necessarily be the entry girl.
No, I'll probably be the one who's first in.
Because I'm going to give you guys an option. You can either play it out, or you can each roll a significant amount of dice and try to hit a dice pool that indicates success that will give you a description of what happens. But that means you might fail. Well, not fail, but bad shit happens.
I didn't quite catch what you want.
That's Shiv's business. She's got to make the decision now. She's the one.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna
make that
either you go in and you do your rolls, or because this is the movie adaptation of it. Is
I'm scared.
You go in like very like cinematic, and then you get rapid cutscenes of what happens. You just get tidbits of either it went really well, or some fucked up shit happens, depending on how many successes you get.
I want to do the skill rolls, but that's me.
You can choose.
Well, if Sean wants to do the skill rolls, I say he can decide.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Danny does it.
I'm. I have the gun on my back. It's ready to put up and in case of emergency, but the strips is what's in my hand.
And you're thinking, and where are the other guys?
How big is the entryway we're going into? Big enough for a crocodile to come out of it?
Yeah, it's big enough for you to stand straight up for 3 people standing.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's big enough to get out. Yep.
And to rise my dexterity, I need to roll a rouse check, or it's 1 blood die automatically.
Is that on a discipline?
No, it's through the blood.
Through the blood. Then you have to read on it because I'm a little bit unsure.
If you
Nobody's done it before.
Do you have a reroll on a rouse check on the yeah. I just gotta. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta take a phone call from my father who's in the hospital. Just
Then we take a quick break. Quick break.
Hallo?
Altså, jeg kan jo prøve å charme den her krokodilen.
Nei, men det er akkurat det jeg kan gjøre.
Ja, ok. Ja, sikkert på en bedre måte enn meg. Come here, little baby girl. I don't know, dance for you.
Do this dance. Do the wave.
Yeah.
You like butter?
Jeg vet ikke hvorfor, men tysk passet veldig godt sånn.
Ja, was ist los, Fräulein? You really like the butter? Agua, por favor?
Ja. Hva er det du kan gjøre? Altså,
jeg kan charme han, altså med hjelp av Feral Whispers.
Ok, så du kan snakke til den og charme den?
Ja, det er det jeg kan gjøre. Jeg vet ikke hva difficultyen vil være, siden dette her er en ghoul, men...
Sorry about that.
Jessica?
Ja da, han bare var forvirret over det. Han våket opp og ikke visste hva han var.
Ja.
Så det var bare han. Så ringte vi til meg for å få hjelp. Han får komme seg på do.
No, det er en rouse check, og så kan jeg øke det med en terning på en rull. Så jeg må trille for rouse check for hver trill jeg bruker.
Ja, okay. Men det jeg har funnet ut var Blood Protest må gi også en reroll på en rouse check med bindelse med giftbruk, eller med disiplinbruk.
Ja.
Så hvis du feiler rouse checken, så kan du få 3 lenger til for å unngå å feile den.
Ja, på disiplinbruk, ja.
Ja, bare på disiplinbruk. Ikke morning du rouse, men bare på disiplinbruk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Men dette er ikke disiplin,
Alright,
dette er jo vanlig blodbruk.
Ok, du skal bare bruke blodet.
Ja.
Ok.
Ja, da får du ikke reroll.
Nei.
Hi, welcome back. Everything's fine. We're still at the beginning of the entry point into the Queen of Bones lair, which is now empty, presumably. Where's baby girl?
Sean is sneaking along the wall.
Well, I want to roll on that if you actually
Yeah,
are
of course.
sneaking.
I rolled 4. So I'm good for the first time in history, I think.
You're sneaking?
I am so sneaky.
Rouse check for rousing the blood to put up my dexterity. So that means that many dice. And that means 2, 4, 6 successes.
The target was 3, so you guys are sliding in.
Chris was just gonna wait for those two to answer, and then he's just gonna take a step into the shadows, because I'm saying it's dark in there as well, right? We said it's dimly lit.
Just dark corners,
Yeah.
yes, dimly
So
lit.
he's gonna just take us one step into the side of the entrance, the opposite side for where they're going, and he's just gonna blend into the shadows and remain perfectly still and
With your
invisible.
chickens?
Probably give the
dead!
chickens. Probably give the chickens to
good.
Sean, because he's the one who's gonna be, well, he's talking to it. So he might want to be the one who feeds it. And we just wait there, and it's obfuscate 1. It's just as long as
Yeah.
Cloak of Shadows. Yeah.
Cloak of Shadows.
Yeah.
The room feels eerily large, and the water feels terribly dark indeed. Siobhan have seen the beast. You know it could tear you in 2 in 1.
Yep.
Singular bite.
Yep.
So going willingly in there feels counterproductive when it comes to survival.
Yeah.
It's still, you only hear the water drizzling from the pipes. It seems on and off how much crap that comes through it. Sometimes you see chunks and then more water, and sometimes it just drips. So there's always a little bit of disturbance in the water. So if there's something there peeking up, glaring at you, it's hard to tell. Well, now you are moved into the room stealthily. Let's do next now.
Where's the thing we're looking for? Where's the thing we're looking for? I whisper to Shiv.
I just point at the water. I'm
No,
not
but,
planning on speaking.
The thing you want. Oh, it's on
baby girl.
Yeah.
It's on the crocodile.
Yeah, I've told you this before, and I've also showed you
forgot that.
the drawing of it. Yeah.
I completely
The
forgot
computer.
it's on the crocodile.
That's kind of the complication of this motherfucking event.
But you didn't think about that, so now we're in it. I'm gonna see what baby girl does now.
But I'm not saying, because I showed him this earlier. So I'm just pointing. I'm not talking.
How close are you to the water's edge, and which way are you?
Just
What is-
inside, I was expecting.
Yeah,
Well,
so you're quite far. It's like 20 meters to the water's edge
Yeah, then
from the entry
all the
point.
way onto to the wall for my part.
I'm behind him with my back to the exit.
Do with
Awareness?
insight.
Insight.
Awareness? Do we have awareness?
We have awareness.
We have awareness. Yeah.
That's a 3.
Oh, that was 1 die too many. So, that's 4.
4, 3. Chris.
It was a red one, but it was only 1, so I'm not giving you the satisfaction. Yeah.
3 successes.
If you could feel pulse and if you could breathe, you would probably do it right about now, because the adrenaline, if you had it, would be pumping through your veins. All of a sudden, when you're looking, because you're looking at the water, you see a shape that moves and then glivers off into underneath, but you saw it whisking like the
Yeah.
scaly back of something very large moving across the pond.
But Chris gave me the chicken was stuffed with tranquilizers. So I'm throwing that towards the edge. Not into the water, but
Feeding time.
towards.
For a couple of seconds, nothing happened. It feels like nothing's going to happen. Then
I
all of
whisper.
a sudden, as you're about to, with great power and force, this enormously large crocodile, black as night, catapults itself with great force out from the water's edge, several meters in, and snaps the chicken.
Gulp,
Gulps
gulp.
it down. It is insanely large. And you are taken aback by the grandeur of the beast. And even you,
Good luck,
actually,
Shiv.
Sean, are like, that beast.
But this time, Chris formulates is one plan for this. One plan for this, and that is, as long as I run faster than either Shiv or Sean, I'll be fine.
I'm thinking I'm going to roll charisma and animalism. No, not animalism. Yeah, animalism. And ask baby girl, do you want me to scratch your belly? And that's a big fat 6 successes.
I thought you were going to say that you botched
Oh,
or something.
God. Chris is hiding in the shadows. Shiv, you're gluing yourself to the wall like this.
Yeah.
And he's like leaning forwards to the beast that now is like chomping down on these tiny little chicken carcasses, like just like they're like skeletons.
Yeah.
And then you hear like hissing noises, like weird noises coming out of Sean's mouth. You see baby girl tilts her head, looks at you. And you hear this like you guys, you hear this like almost like brum sound from inside. It's not words; it's just noise, deep and dark within the body of baby girl. And what Sean hears is, "You're not family. Are you food?"
I just gave you food.
You see it like a stomp.
I've come.
More food.
I
Stomps
toss
again.
another chicken. I've come to scratch your belly. You have something that tickles. Don't you?
I don't know you. Are you using charm or just talk?
I'm using charisma, so I'm trying to charm my way into.
Into her belly?
Yeah, because I'm thinking this thing that is stuck to her must itch. Must itch a bit. That's my idea.
You see, baby girl almost like licks her lips. Again, she can't really do
No,
that with
but
her tongue.
yeah.
You see, like lips curl and it's like food.
Oh, I taste.
You see
bitter.
that she's looking at Siobhan then.
But I'm hiding. I'm so stealthy. Yeah, no, I know.
That is food for your master.
My food. You see, she stomps 2 more times closer towards both of you.
Food for the master.
You hear the hissing. Don't know you. Food.
How many chickens did we bring?
How many did they get? This is the question for.
Roll a die.
Roll a die. A D10. I got 4.
So she has 2 to
Yeah. Toss her another one.
How much trank have you in these puppies?
I don't know how much could I get hold of. I'm guessing that it's not really. I'm guessing
I
that,
said you needed like more than an elephant.
yeah, I got as much as I can, but it's also remember also that it's also probably it's not big game animal tranquilizer. Most likely, it's most likely.
That's
What, small dog, like 5K?
So you're gonna need a lot of it, but it's essentially probably some sort of ketamine. It's generally what animal tranquilizers are.
all right. Okay. What I want now, because baby girl is stomping closer and closer, and she's shouting in your mind. You hear the hissing, food, food, food now. You're throwing at her. She's not because you're feeding her. She's not ready to, but she's eyeing Siobhan constantly.
I'm tossing her the last one.
You see, she gulps it down. You see the big neck as she swallows, and you see a little red streak, like a silk ribbon with a wile on it. And then she's like still, hungry. And then she picks up pace, and she's going directly for Siobhan. You need to do some moving.
Yeah. I'm going to try and. I want to run away from her.
Yeah.
Basically, is what I want to do.
If you want to dodge her, you need your target is 5.
Okay. Dodge.
So long.
Is that athletics or?
But
From
at
here.
that point, the croc is distracted.
Wait, can I use my reaction?
You can use it whatever you want. I'm just saying she is moving. It's
because
an animal, and she's like Sean gave food. Sean, she can eat Sean later.
But
No, she
it's a string around her neck.
Yeah, but her neck is like.
Yeah, but if she runs past me, then I will try to nick the thing and then get away.
Oh, that's a hard. Oh, try.
That's a 1 from Shiv's parts. So
Can you push that with willpower?
Can I?
I rolled a 9 on the rouse check to push the blood.
You can push the blood, Shiv. Everybody can.
And that's the rouse check, you say? And what does that do?
Gives you one die more on a physical.
But I have 1, so it's not going to give me shit.
Nah.
No, but
one die is not.
But if the GM is nice and you didn't know about the pushing of the rules, maybe you get to if you push it, you get to roll again, like a roll the correct number of dice.
Say something nice, and maybe I'll let you.
Please, wonderful queen and GM storyteller, I want to live.
All right, then. Let's see what you get.
I got a 9 on my rouse check.
Yep.
If I want to use will, I haven't used the will for a reroll in such a long time. So what do I do?
Reroll lets you reroll 2 dice.
3 dice.
3 dice.
None of the reds.
Is it? I'm guessing I need to roll my red ones, right?
You can't reroll red.
No, you can't.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
This is my result I just sent you.
No, I have a 3. So I got 2 additional
Goddamn.
successes.
Is that enough?
So I'm fucked. Still fucked.
What did Shiv get that you still fucked?
3. Total 3.
Yeah, so this is a very interesting scene. I'm going to describe it from Chris's point of view.
From my point of view.
My beautiful body.
Yeah, Chris is standing there in the shadows, and he's seeing like Shiv is like crawling against the wall, and Sean has been baiting. He's been like a little back and forth, like almost like he's almost like a football player, like looking for a way in. And he's seeing now that like, baby girl is looking at Siobhan, like really like licking the lip, like yum yum yum, tasty tasty. And then she bolts, and as she bolts, you see him jump. He does something, and then he tumbles over her, more or less. Like, grabs something, tumbles over her. On the other hand, you see baby girl smash into the wall, and you cannot see Siobhan. Siobhan, you take 2 lethal automatically.
Uh-huh. Yes.
The thing is, baby girl has smashed into the wall, so she's stuck with the lower part of her wall, of the wall in her lower jaw. So you're being ripped up by her teeth, but you're caught now in the mouth. So if she goes down, you're done.
Chris just runs. He's like loses all thoughts behind him and just run towards to see what happened to Shiv.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you run. Like, I'm out of here!
Bad Felicia!
I wish I did, but I think actually his concern for Shiv overrides his self-preservation instinct.
You can feel like the jaws are shaking because like you've been cut bad.
Yeah.
And you're basically sitting now in the mouth.
And
she came so hard and so fast that she jammed her open mouth into the wall itself that shook. And now she's like tearing it to like you feel like you're in the fucking mouth.
Sean,
I'm
rifle.
I'm no, can I grab some limb of Shiv and tear her out of there?
If you, I need some insane rolling from everyone involved now.
What can I do? I mean, if I'm stuck...
You can get... No, you're not stuck.
Oh, but you said I was stuck in,
in the
mouth.
But you can't get out.
Can I crawl out?
You can't get... the thing is... This
brawl my way out?
Yeah. So whatever roll you guys do now will determine if Siobhan survives.
Yeah,
okay.
I do a dex brawl. To try to...
Because if she can't get out this roll... She closes her door.
Yeah, I'm trying a dex brawl to...
Me too.
To wrestle her out of there.
And
I rouse the blood again, and that works. This time, the blood is on my side.
I guess I will have to prove my dice to you.
Yes, if you guys...
Luckily, I have 7 dice on this now.
Quick question of the situation is: does Chris pass anything that's any object on like furniture or anything like a pole or like a...
Yeah, there's hobo shit all over the place. There's
I grab anything that's either metal or wooden and suitably long. Let's say something that like a stick, like a chandelier, kind of like a long
Can you even see this?
No.
That's some sort of strange...
Okay, I'll send it.
Okay, I will send you the roll before the reroll. I have 3 successes before the reroll.
Waiting.
I don't need to reroll.
I have your target here, so you better roll good because I have
2,
same dice.
3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't think
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I have 5 after
like from
the
going from all blanks except like the one to this. I hope that's a good... Oh, it's not. Is it 7?
Hold on. I'm gonna send a picture of what I roll. And this is no joke. This is what I roll.
I'm worried. Don't kill me. Oh, we're fucking contesting each other?
But it goes in your benefit.
Plus Sean is helping, so his
success I had 5 successes.
Yep. I had 6.
After, I spent a total of 2 willpowers this to get the...
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a roast check for roasted blood. First of all, 6, that's a success. Okay, yeah, but my action.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna you just do the thing.
6, that's success, and then I'm gonna roll. He's gonna just grab it like a suitable long pipe, and he's gonna jam it in the mouth of the crocodile. So when it shuts down, it's gonna hit that before it hits Shiv.
So the whole scene then is as follows. Shiv, you're shocked. Like, it smacked into you, and for a second it's like, I'm dead. I'm legit dead. And then you feel like, oh shit, I'm not dead. And you're cut bad. You don't really bleed because you're like a vampire, but you see like that is, if you were human, you would be brown bread, you would be dog meat.
Yeah.
And then you feel the shivering and the tongue underneath you. It's like, fuck, I'm in the mouth. And you feel like baby you're ripping and shaking your head, and you feel the jaws like, now the strength coming down of a crocodile jaw. And you just like ripping yourself off the tooth that you were caught on. You see all of a sudden Sean just grabbing his hand in between, like muscling in to grab you out. And as that happened, all of a sudden you see like this pole, and you see Chris out of the shadow. Oh, he's like jamming a poker in there. And the moment like you think like, shit, I'm dead. You take another lethal, I'm sad to say. You grab her out. For a second, the pole hold, and then that's tons. Like that little twig thing. I would like the boys actually. No, actually, only Chris to do a dex dodge, because
dodge doesn't exist really, does it? So it would be
dex athletics.
Dex athletic, yeah.
Yeah.
Athletics is not my.
You have 3 in lethal. This is vampire damage, which I think still is soakable.
Aggravated, I think it's not soakable.
No, this is aggravated,
yeah.
so it's not soakable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a willpower. 4 successes. Luckily.
Oh, you manage.
But as a dodgy way, is that thing still attached to her neck?
He has it.
Oh, he has it. Okay, good. I just wondered.
But you feel like a steel pole just because it breaks and it snaps back.
Yeah.
And it's like, it graces, like, that could have been.
Mm.
And you're thinking, would that kill me? I don't know if that would kill me.
I take Shiv's hand and I run.
I take her other hand and run.
She cut bad.
Yeah. Run.
Like, for a human being, she's almost cleaned in 2.
Yeah.
On one side between her ribs. It's like, that would be really bad.
I'm very happy
Baby
I
girl
took
is
it
shaking her head
overall.
and screaming. And then baby girl is like, fuck.
He's getting woozy.
Yeah. And she's stumbling around. And
Probably not enough to knock her open, not enough to make her drunk.
No, she's crushing the stage. She's like rampant now. Tossing her big ass body around.
We're just dragging Shiv the fuck out of there.
And you're going.
Mm.
I love you guys so much.
You're gonna be alright,
Love.
Shiv, you're gonna be alright. And for
Are
the
you
first
dying?
time ever.
Again.
No, she's gonna be fine. I mean, it might be the first time to actually be able to see right through you, but you're gonna be fine.
You're just like stripping up, just like yeah. Because it's nasty to look at.
Don't look at. Stop poking your insides.
I hope whatever Aiden gave her is worth this fucking mess. Oh my god.
Is it though?
Probably not. It's probably another cheese.
We'll see, because this is going to be the last bit of this episode. As you guys are on the outside.
Get her out of there first.
Yeah, where you guys are running to.
Back the way we came, hopefully.
I guess we came there in a van or something.
Yeah.
Or no? Sean? I don't actually. How did we get there?
Probably in one of my cars. A van?
Yeah, right.
Probably not, but the Audi.
You jump in the Audi. Is everybody that's trying to hold her shit together?
Mm.
You drive and I hold Shiv together.
So,
What the
where do you guys
fuck
go?
does vampires do with wounds like this?
I have no idea. I know that...
You will lick it to seal it, but the damage is there.
Yeah.
I think I'd take you to the.
I got a liquor.
garage.
Okay.
Yeah, because Sean is so hungry.
That's nasty. Oh god, that's your that's his large intestines.
Yeah, it's nasty and it's interesting and challenging for all of you. But where do you guys go?
Garage.
I have some tidbits. Where Angela might show up.
No, she's at work now.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I don't think I'm thinking about that, to be honest.
All right, so you're in the garage.
I am where they.
Get her on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just taper up. Actually, your instinct is actually to lick some of it to seal it.
Hey!
Well,
what are
if we have to,
doing, Chris?
we have to.
Well, I remember that Dean actually gave Ophelia some of his blood when she was staked.
Yeah, but you know what that is. That is blood boning,
It is.
and that is vulgar.
We'll never talk about this.
I love
And-
you more.
Taper up.
There is enough gaffer tape here to taper up.
Yeah, you taper up, and as you three are sitting there thinking, "Why can't we drink and smoke? What the fuck?" There's a cylinder tube on the table with a red string.
Shiv, you
I'm
want the
just
honor?
looking at.
I'll go and get the tube for pick it up, give it to her because I don't actually want her to be moving more absolutely necessary at the moment. And then I go and find his liquor cabinet and pour a big scotch and just go. No, actually, he's gonna open the bottle like grappa and just pour grappa all over a cloth. Too bad you don't have any ether.
Give me one
Oh,
as
I
well.
probably
Yeah, I'll
have
give
some
her
of
one
that.
as well.
Some ethanol.
Yeah.
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 Do you guys mind if I open this just for me right now? I'll show it to you. I just wanna. Just.
Say no more. Come on, give us some
Of course.
space, Sean.
Thank you.
You can help me move the hot tub.
They go to move a hot tub.
Lick your
It is-
friend and then you move the
Yeah.
hot tub. Yep.
You see, it's just a hard twist.
Completely normal weekend.
Yep.
There's a letter inside.
Is it a pirate Cheshire map attached? No. Okay. Yep. I'll look at it.
It's written in red.
Oh my god. He needs to stop wasting his blood.
My love, you are in great danger. As long as he lives. If he finds out you're on to his wicked plans, he will kill you all. The embrace of you and your friends. He will not see it coming. I fear he has yet to quench his thirst for vengeance. Beloved, take your time, play the innocent, and when the dark duke is fooled, then call on the goddess. Imogene's 8.
Yeah. I think the boys will just find Shiv holding it if they look her way and I'm just sitting there. I'm just sitting there holding it and looking a little crushed, I think.
I think you come back after some minutes.
I'm just gonna put a hand on Shiv's shoulder and give her like a squeeze.
And I'll just pass it to you.
I'll read it. We can read it together in silence. Dark Duke. You suppose?
Isn't it too obvious?
It needs to be verified. We need.
I'm going to cutscene. Earlier that evening, it should have been a struggle, but it really wasn't. It was too much of a surprise. The attack, the murder. They were familiar after all. As Mr. Bahan is realizing he is dying and his unnatural life is over, he makes his peace with his God. He's staring up at his assassin, saying in his native tongue, "I forgive you. I just hope the world does the same." His head leaves his body in one swift blow. His assassin smiles, happy with the chaos that this will create. One step closer to the final goal. Whistling as the assassin leaves, Mr. Bahan says, "That's it. I'm not going to leave you to act anymore."
The fuck? Why him?
She hasn't drawn him yet, that's why.
I was actually thinking the same.
No!
It's eliminating the one who.
Yeah. She's just too lazy to draw him.
Oh! I'm going to murder someone more!
No, but he's the one that makes things happen. He's the oil that keeps the machine rolling.
Yeah. He is the, what's it called? Yeah.
He is order. He
Keeper of the
represents
castle.
order. Yeah. He's order. He's the seneschal.
Yeah, seneschal, yeah.
Yes, the seneschal. No, seneschal.
And it will drive the prince even further. I mean, I'm guessing if he wants revenge on the prince, he wants him to be the cause of his own downfall.
Yeah, of course.
And some stuff has been very much really revealed. However you want to interpret it.
I'll just say we killed the Duke on general on the side of better
Another one to the list.
Oh, he was on them to begin with. He was head of the list.
But he's the Black Duke.
Now we need a white
not
duke.
necessarily the
Or a
Dark
green
Duke.
duke.
Nope.
There can be another Duke, or it can be one of Aiden's peculiar riddle ways of giving us.
At this time, I say all dukes,
the Crimson
including
Duke.
Dukes of Hazzard, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, they're mostly useless.
All right, but this is it. I will leave them to speculate, and we will see next time what this means. Yet again, the night's going to get more interesting. One more has met its end, and we will see how the world reacts to that.
And he was Ventru.
Yes, indeed.
You win some, you lose some.
There has to be a balance.
Well, look at the bright side. At least it wasn't
someone
Chris.
Well, we're yet. We'll see
High
about that
five.
poll. High five. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you to my players. They tangled with the crocodile and they survived, even though Siobhan nearly got cut in half.
I need to rethink my dress for Sunday.
You do.
Yeah.
you
So
do.
no bare belly.
No bare belly. No crop top.
Actually, she can have really bare belly.
You want to see my insides?
Oh!
I suggest
I like to
plexiglass.
expose myself.
Just plexiglass around it.
This is part of the costume.
Yeah.
I would just fill her up with sparkling resin.
Oh, she can be a piñata. I'm here for it. No.
Oh. Yes, well.
Anyway, thank you to my players. Thank you for guys for watching. And I hope, I'm wondering and curious what you guys think of what's going to happen next.
I have no idea.
The mystery is now starting to unravel itself. Maybe just a little bit. We'll see how it goes.
Indeed.
Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and
Bye.
Bye.